Hi, everybody. So we missed Fan Favorite Friday, SuperNat Saturday, Gratitude Sunday, Mixtape Monday, and now it is Tuesday. And I did not do my two for Tuesday, but I've got this cute little cutie patootie. Guys, this is Gandalf, and Gandalf is a girl, but we're all calling her Gandalf, Gigi, Galadriel, Sweetie Patootie. Oh, she's so good. She's such a good. Look at this beautiful cat. Look at this beautiful blue-eyed cat. So I am back to work today, but I just wanted to let you guys know we did take the weekend off, and Gregopedia and I got to go on like 3 dates together. It was like 2 dates until last night, and then we did our third date last night out at the fire pit. Cutie Patootie is going to go. There goes Gandalf. And Trevor Cat MC Mouse Catcher is around here someplace. Oh, he's right here. There, Jeff. You guys can see how big they're getting. They're down here in the studio. Trevor, say hello to everyone. You want to meow? Meow. He is the ultimate ginger cat. He acts like a maniac. He's nuts, but he's very, very sweet. Very sweet. So there he is. Trevor Cat MC. They're both really good, but they are absolute teenagers and they do like to get into some trouble. I think you're the troublemaker. I think you started. But he's got lovely yellow eyes, just like his mom. So they're down here in the studio hanging out before Raven gets up, getting cat hair all over the place. But so Greg and I not only went on a bunch of dates, but we also hung out with our neighbors. We hung out with some friends. We got some work done on the house. We had some floodlights that needed to be replaced. We got these cool colored lights that also are Bluetooth speakers, and they have like party mode. So when the music's playing, they'll like flash different colors. It's actually really, really cool. So you guys know we live on a big old piece of farm property. So the more lights, the better outside the houses. It does get pretty dark here. Greg destroyed one of my bushes in the front. I left him to his own devices, and he took the bush down a little too much. It's a big, shaggy, pretty light green bush. So I think we're gonna have to rip that out. But it was overgrown. It's so is life. We're making some decisions about our flower beds and our boxes. So we'll have some fun with that. But I will be back to regular schedule tomorrow. This is just a quick note for you guys. I'm also going to leave my summer sales up until midnight tonight. So you can book in advance for the discounted rate. But at midnight, I am going to go back to regular pricing. We'll still have some regular sales, but it is my holiday season. I have a lot of events planned for my son's marching band. We have Gregtoberfest coming up on the 27th. So you'll get some content with that, with us getting ready for Gregtoberfest. And I may do our cookbook this year. So I may have a cookbook that's available if you guys want it. A lot of people that our Gregtoberfest, we've had anywhere from like 40 people up to like 150. And it's an event we do it every year. This is our 13th year doing it. Our 11th year doing it together, I think. I think I was a guest for the first 2 years, but every year we try and add, but we were adding something new every year. And it included brewing our own beer, casing our own sausages, linking our own sausages, I think is the correct term. And we make our own spätzle, we make our own everything, pretzels. But we figured out that like some things we, in the economy of fun, some things we cannot make. So pretzels, we learned the year that I made my own pretzels the first year that it was a bad idea because I just was a pretzel maker in the kitchen. Also, schnitzel needs to be made ahead of time. 2 years ago, I was making schnitzel until 9:30 at night, and I sat down at 10 o'clock, and basically the party was over. So, and that's another thing. Some parties go until 4 in the morning. Some Gregtoberfest go pretty late. Some last 4 days, starting on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Some go from Friday to Monday. So it's a really fun event. We love doing it for our friends and our family. And, we dress up. You guys have seen the outfits if you've been following me for any length of time. So we have that event coming up this month. I will be sure to do some other fun things for you guys as well as we roll into the holiday season. Greg and I do have a great SuperNat Saturday planned for you, and we'll probably film that either today or tomorrow. And it'll have to do with rivers. So stay tuned for that. And I want to address a couple of questions. So there was a demand, let's put it that way, for an explanation of myself. And someone has asked why I did not scrutinize an individual that was a part of my life psychically, and kind of uncover them as the person that they may or may not be. And my answer is this: all of my personal relationships that I have, I am not using my abilities to uncover shady things about them. I do give people the benefit of the doubt that they are presenting themselves as a decent human being. And as long as they treat me in accordance, then I'm fine with it. I don't do a psychic reading on every single person in my life. I don't do that. I only do that when people ask. And Joe McGonigal, who is remote viewer number 1 for the U.S. Army, amazing, amazing guy, I'm still listening to his biography. I believe it's an autobiography that he wrote with someone else, and he really has had an amazing career in the military and an amazing career as a trained psychic remote viewer, truly an amazing one. And he says the same thing, like, if only I had the gift of sight about my own life. And I think that that is something that us psychics do put in reserve when we're interacting with people, because everybody has done something bad. Let's admit that. Everyone has done something that may not be in accordance with our morals and with our belief system. There may be something that you do that I don't agree with. There may be something, and it could be something as simple as, getting a dog from a rescue and it doesn't work out, and you give the dog back instead of going for training and kind of going the extra mile. Some people just don't have the bandwidth in their life for that. It could be that it could be something even more significant. Maybe you had to, make a decision about a loved one. Maybe you had to separate yourself, go no contact from your parents. Maybe there are things like that. I am not in the business of involving myself in personal people's lives unless they ask me to. Celebrities, the expectation of privacy is reduced because they are celebrities. That's why I do read on celebrities. And there are some psychics that choose not to do that. I do, because my goal is to try and help people out of the spot they are in. And this individual that was in my life, I tried very, very hard to help them see a more productive way, and to, if they had a disagreement with a person that was not resolvable, to walk away from that and put their energy into a more positive, constructive kind of life. And they chose not to. And I can't do anything other than that. There's a lot of accusations about what people are doing and how they are and how they conduct themselves. And again, these things are none of my business. I am not going to definitively say whether someone is a criminal or engaged in some kind of criminal activity. I'm not going to do that. All I know is what I did in that relationship. Every situation, every relationship, every argument has 57 different sides. And I am not in the business of saying that my way is the 100% way. I have a lot of people that have come for me on my King Charles readings. I am reading to test the temperature of the king's condition, his reign, his professional legacy. I am in that business. I am not predicting his death. I am not predicting or even willing. Someone said that you're like willing the king to pass on. I'm not. I have consistently said before the late queen, the great late Queen Elizabeth passed away, I have consistently said that Charles is going to be king for a day, that he is not going to have a prolonged legacy or turn as monarch. And prior to her passing, I did think that there was going to be a stepping back a la Queen Margrethe, who abdicated in favor of her son. I thought that there was something more in line with that. I did not think, nor did I probe into whether there was going to be some kind of an illness that came about. And there's lots of people that say, oh, there are people doing, black magic, and they put black magic on them. I think it is an unfortunate condition of our time that people do succumb to maladies such as cancer, etc. I think it is unfortunate, but it's a sad fact. Some people contract that, some people develop it, some people pass away from it, and some people survive it. We are affected in our family by that, unfortunately, and in our friendships, we have a number of friends that have had an experience with that. We've had a number of family members that have had experience with that. So it really does suck. There's no other way to put it. And I am confident that I am not predicting nor willing the king to have a terrible end. But I have consistently said, again, prior to the queen passing away, that he was going to be king for a very short period of time. Also, I have predicted to much comment, much commentary, that William is going to change the face of the monarchy. We are not going to see a reign like Elizabeth II's again. We're just not going to see it, unfortunately. And as much as I would like to see a resurrection of those noble, wonderful courts of Russia and France and England and Denmark and Luxembourg, like I would love to see 19th century resurrection of that. Unfortunately, I don't think we will. I think those times are past. And that's a very sad thing because it was so luxurious and opulent and excessive. So absolutely amazing. I can see Gandalf getting herself into trouble right over here. Gandalf, psst, psst, psst. Come here, sweetie. Come here. She is getting herself into trouble. She's going to play Warhammer with Greg's Warhammer stuff. She's very curious down here. Trevor's been down here a lot, but Gandalf has not. And I have cat hair all over my face right now from snuggling them because I can't stop kissing them. Our kittens on the porch, lighter subject, our kittens on the porch are doing very well. We're calling rescue today. Hopefully they are going to be able to take the whole family and put them into foster until the kittens are ready to go to new homes and be adopted out, and Mama Cat can get neutered and released again. I'm running the risk. I'm rolling the dice on this one because they may think that Cutie Patootie Mama Cat is adoptable. And if they do, I'm going to be very sad if she goes away. But honestly, we cannot bring her into the house. We have 5 cats right now, and it's a lot. I am working at full capacity to make sure that this house doesn't smell like cats. So it's a lot of work. Everyone, once you cross the threshold here, you're here to stay, your family. So it's not even an option to let anybody, go to another home. So we are steady at 5 cats, and Raven is getting along with everybody. Trevor gave her a little bit of a smack in the face the other day. She had a little bit of blood on her nose, but she seems to have learned her lesson. So she's even nice to Cutie Patootie outside. We had her outside by the fire pit last night. So I will be back to reading cards, and I have my Universal Monsters tarot that my wonderful daughter gave me. So we'll be reading with that, as well as the Sleepy Hollow, Legend of Sleepy Hollow tarot deck. So I hope you guys forgive me for my brief and unannounced absence. I just didn't expect to be out for so many days, but I was actually outside. You can see I'm tan, and I am really recovering very nicely from the injection I had in my spine. So I feel pretty good. I was moving chairs around. That was exciting. I was raking. I raked some leaves that came down. So things are really exciting. It's weird being empty nesters. Angus was away for the weekend. And of course, Ella is at school. And it was a little bit weird being empty nesters, but we went out to dinner a few times. And, you know, we had a nice fire pit together last night. We just kind of chilled out and got some work done. And Greg murdered the bush upstairs. I may put a picture of that up in my community post. But don't think that I was being neglectful. I hope you guys forgive me. I know you expect me to have content every day. We're going to kickstart it again tomorrow, and I may even do a live tonight. So stay tuned. I'll keep you posted on what's going to happen this week. You know, like I said, it's a holiday weekend here in the United States, and I don't often take holidays. When you own your own business, it's really hard to take days off. And it's certainly difficult to, you know, take a whole weekend off. So this is kind of awesome. So I needed the rest. Thank you so much. I will see you guys later this week. Thank you all for being a part of this. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for my membership. Thursday, we will definitely have our members into general audience live. So stay tuned for that. And you're definitely going to get a SuperNat Saturday. And I think we'll have a little bit of a different setting for SuperNat Saturday. So you have that to look forward to as well. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for everything in my life. Everything's going great. Greg's gotten his pension checks. They are coming in. We didn't have to wait. The wait was possibly up to 4 months. And we didn't have to wait. We got it in a month. So we're right on schedule. We did not miss the paycheck. So this is fantastic. We don't have too much to worry about. Angus is back to school this week and life is good. So I just have to wash everybody's sheets and start a new week on Tuesday. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys in the future.